What if I told you that the early signs of Alzheimer's often go unnoticed, even when they're right in front of us? That's right, many people believe memory loss is the only concerning symptom. But the truth is, there are other subtle signs that almost no one pays attention to. And the scariest part? Detecting them too late can cost years of precious quality of life. But before you start to panic, here's the good news. Understanding these signs can be your greatest weapon against neurodegeneration. Imagine being able to spot small changes in behavior or the body before they become serious problems. That's the key to protecting your cognition and preventing the progression of conditions like dementia. From speech difficulties to sleep disturbances, every detail matters. So, get ready to dive deep into this journey of knowledge and uncover what's really going unnoticed around you. What's next? Learning how to identify those hidden signs that can make all the difference in your brain health. Let's talk about something big, really big. Dementia isn't just a word we throw around lightly. With over 55 million people worldwide living with this condition, it's a silent storm that shakes families, disrupts lives, and leaves many feeling powerless. Think about it. That's nearly the population of California dealing with neurodegenerative changes that steal away precious memories and independence. And it's not just about the individual. The ripple effect on caregivers and loved ones is massive. It's a growing challenge, especially as our global population ages. In many households, dementia means watching a loved one slowly forget familiar faces or struggle with basic tasks. It's heartbreaking, sure, but it's also a call to action. People often ignore the early signs, thinking it's just normal aging. Spoiler alert, it's not. This is why understanding dementia's true impact matters. From increased disability rates to a rising burden on healthcare systems, the numbers don't lie. We're looking at a future where dementia could outpace other major causes of disability and dependency if we don't take preventive measures. What's even more concerning is that dementia often flies under the radar. Many folks don't realize that early symptoms, like slight memory lapses or difficulty finding words, could be signaling a bigger problem. Imagine catching these signs early and actually doing something about it. That's where cognitive reserves and healthy lifestyle choices come into play. Building mental resilience through activities like puzzles, reading, or even learning a new skill can delay the onset of symptoms. It's like creating a safety net for your mind. But here's where things get interesting. Prevention isn't just about mental exercises. Exercise, diet, and good sleep hygiene play crucial roles too. Ever heard of the Mediterranean diet? It's not just tasty, it's brain food, literally. Packed with antioxidants and healthy fats, it helps combat neurodegeneration. Pair that with regular physical activity, and you've got a powerful combo against cognitive decline. And speaking of combos, what about catching early signs before they escalate? That's what we're diving into next, the subtle, often overlooked clues that dementia may already be knocking at the door. Let's clear up what dementia really is. Unlike what many people believe, it's not just natural aging. Dementia involves a set of symptoms that affect cognition, including learning, memory, and decision-making abilities. The scariest part? Neurodegeneration, when neurons die faster than they should, disrupting basic daily functions. That's why recognizing early symptoms and taking action before things get worse is crucial. When it comes to signs, think of the difference between forgetting where you put your keys and forgetting what keys are. This kind of cognitive change isn't just annoying, it's a red flag. Neurodegeneration doesn't have to be inevitable, which is why understanding dementia as a pathological process is key. By learning about cognitive reserves, prevention, and symptoms, you can adopt strategies that make a real difference. After all, no one wants to realize too late that they could have done something. Here's another critical point. It's not just memory that's affected. Often, changes are subtle and involve reasoning and judgment issues. Imagine someone who was always good at solving simple problems suddenly struggling with basic math. These small signs are vital for early detection of conditions like Alzheimer's. In situations like this, knowledge truly becomes your best defense. And if you're enjoying this content and want to keep learning, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and drop a comment. Every new piece of information strengthens your ability to prevent dementia, and who knows, you might also help protect someone you care about. Now that we've covered what dementia is, how about diving into the early signs that people often overlook? Let's dive into the early signs that often go unnoticed. Postural changes, for instance, can be a red flag. A slower gait, shorter steps, and reduced coordination aren't just age-related quirks, they're potential indicators of neurodegeneration. Picture an elderly person who once walked confidently, now appearing unsteady and struggling to maintain balance. These signs are directly linked to cognition, proving that the body and mind are closely interconnected. Another intriguing point involves sensory problems. Altered depth perception, hearing loss, or increased sensitivity to noise may be more than just mild inconveniences. Studies reveal that hearing impairment can significantly increase dementia risk. So, if you notice something like this in a loved one, it might be time to dig deeper. Small changes can point to something much bigger, and early intervention makes all the difference. Now, let's talk about muscle strength. A noticeable decline in grip strength is often associated with higher dementia risk. While it might seem like ordinary weakness, it's actually an important neurodegenerative marker. Staying physically active, whether through daily walks or activities like Pilates, can help preserve cognition. Prevention starts with small steps, like incorporating physical activities into one's routine. Finally, let's discuss two silent signs: apathy and word-finding difficulty. Losing interest in once-loved hobbies or struggling to recall simple words can signal early-stage dementia. Imagine someone who used to love gardening suddenly losing all enthusiasm for their plants. If that happens, it's worth seeking professional help. What matters most is staying alert and acting swiftly. Speaking of acting, next up, we'll explore the various types of dementia affecting millions worldwide. Let's take a closer look at the major types of dementia because, yes, this devastating condition comes in different forms. Starting with the most common, Alzheimer's disease, accounting for 60% to 70% of cases. It's notorious for causing progressive memory loss and cognitive issues. In many situations, families notice something's wrong when their loved one frequently forgets recent events. If that sounds familiar, it might be time to seek professional help. Next up is vascular dementia, responsible for about 20% of cases, linked to blood flow problems in the brain. Picture someone who has had multiple small strokes and starts experiencing memory and cognitive difficulties. That could be a sign of impaired communication pathways in the brain, leading to cognitive decline. Early detection here is crucial for managing symptoms effectively. Another form is dementia with Lewy bodies, affecting roughly 10% of patients and marked by symptoms like visual hallucinations and fluctuating attention levels. This type became widely known after it affected actor Robin Williams. Lastly, there's frontotemporal dementia, accounting for about 5% of cases, characterized by changes in behavior and personality. A notable example is actor Bruce Willis, who recently made his diagnosis public. Recognizing each type is vital because different therapeutic approaches can improve patients' quality of life. If you know someone showing these signs, don't hesitate to seek medical guidance. But beyond identifying the types, it's equally important to learn how dementia can be prevented. And that's exactly what we'll explore in the next section. Preventing dementia isn't a distant dream but a practice you can start right now. Building cognitive reserves is key. Intellectual activities like reading, solving puzzles, or even learning a new musical instrument help keep the brain sharp. Think of it as a mental workout. The more you exercise your mind, the stronger your protection against cognitive decline. Prevention begins with small habits that, when accumulated, make a significant difference. But it's not just the brain that needs exercise. Physical activity also plays a crucial role. Brisk walking, cycling, or even dancing helps improve blood circulation, directly benefiting brain health. Did you know that regular aerobic exercise can reduce the risk of dementia by up to 30%? That's an impressive figure, showing how moving your body can keep your mind in top shape. Now, let's talk about diet. The well-known Mediterranean diet is a powerful ally in dementia prevention. Rich in antioxidants, healthy fats, and low in refined carbohydrates, it provides the perfect nutrients to shield the brain from neurodegeneration. Adding olive oil, fish, and nuts to your meals can significantly enhance your cognitive well-being. Lastly, we can't forget the importance of a good night's sleep. Sleeping between 7 and 9 hours each night allows the brain to clear out toxins accumulated during the day, preventing harmful proteins linked to Alzheimer's from building up. Managing chronic conditions like hypertension and diabetes is also vital for safeguarding brain health. In the next section, we'll explore how new therapies are bringing hope to those already facing dementia's challenges. Despite the challenges dementia brings, recent advancements have offered a glimmer of hope. New drugs like lecanemab and donanemab are gaining attention for their potential to reduce the buildup of beta-amyloid protein in the brain. This buildup is directly linked to Alzheimer's, and the ability to slow down this process could be a game-changer for many patients. While they're not a cure, these drugs offer better quality of life and more time to cherish moments with loved ones. Research doesn't stop there. Clinical trials are underway to test other approaches, such as immunotherapy and treatments aimed at protecting neurons from neurodegeneration. Imagine a future where interventions can significantly delay dementia's progression. That's the goal of scientists working tirelessly to provide better solutions. Hope is growing, and every discovery opens new doors. In addition, advancements in non-pharmacological therapies have also shown promising results. Brain stimulation, occupational therapy, and mindfulness techniques help improve cognition and reduce symptoms in some patients. These complementary approaches offer valuable alternatives for those seeking to maintain their quality of life after diagnosis. Taking care of both mind and body has never been more crucial. However, the focus isn't just on waiting for new cures. Prevention remains the best weapon against dementia. Now that you know how to spot the signs, understand the types, and adopt preventive measures, you're better equipped to safeguard your future and that of your loved ones. Now that you've learned to spot early signs, understand the different types of dementia, and discover how to prevent this condition, the question is, what will you do with this knowledge? What's the point of knowing something so powerful if you don't put it into action? It can be as simple as adopting the Mediterranean diet, incorporating a regular exercise routine, or paying closer attention to small signs in your loved ones. Every action matters, and the sooner you act, the better the outcomes will be. Speaking of action, don't forget to subscribe to the channel to keep learning about brain health and prevention. Like the video and share it with someone who could benefit from this information. And if you enjoyed this content, there's another video you need to watch. 6 Signs That Could Save Lives, The Truth About Hidden Cancer. This will further expand your knowledge on recognizing hidden signs that can make a huge difference. Remember, prevention isn't just about health, it's about safeguarding your future and that of your loved ones. So why not start today? Begin with something simple. Improve your diet, move more, and, of course, keep following us to keep learning. After all, the greatest power we have is knowledge put into action.